Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go, set. 5, 6. Ready, set.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's Lance. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Escaping the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Lance now on 1st down. This is caught. It's Cox. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Lance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Lance. And he'll only get this to the 17. Welsh. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
And he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And Mostert going to pick up a Dolphins 1st down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Go ahead.
Once again, it's Mostert. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it.
East right, snarl. Let's go.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
All right, fellas, listen up. Out.
Here's Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, number one.
They'll run with Mostert. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay. Touchdown! Tua finding his old Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Being chased out left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll run left with Pollard. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Prescott to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Tua, a final shot before half. And going deep for Hill. And this one is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Berrios now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Waddle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Another catch there for Waddle. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Looking to pass. Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. One of the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Prescott. Able to hit his target lane. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. Prescott now. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. And again, it's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Pollard, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Pollard one more time. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Pollard. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 14. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, He's got second and third down to fall back on.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see a franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And the Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot on this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job of the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football right on the money.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Here's Tua. On third down, here comes Mostert. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Now Tua. They'll try it now with Mostert. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go. 1st and goal. Mostert is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Tua. The quick slant caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Tua. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a glitter ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we make the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, devil get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big frown. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose my opportunity, you suck. Home made way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like a Saturn, this feel like splitting an atom. We got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and let y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Already here, they'll audible to something else. Looking to throw right away is Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Steps away. There he goes left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Watson.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. Test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Taking it right down Broadway. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the backside? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Watson on first down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, 45 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Here is third and quite a ways. Tua sets up to pass it. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 50 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Turbo one, high. Turbo one, high.
A run with Mostert up the middle. Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Tua signaling to change things up. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Under a minute to go. Clock running in a back and forth first quarter of play. Tua now on first down. This is caught. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now they'll change things up. Here's Mostert. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. One more time with Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Hopkins with the extra point, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Berrios now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening.
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins are able to move back in front.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 75 yards.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive,
and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle, 81 yards. And the Dolphins have yet again retaken the lead. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
On first down, it's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard. There he goes, right side.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
On 1st and 10, Watson. His throw incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
There he goes, left side. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill.